am Professor Dr. Vivek Gupta from Delhi Apollo Hospital, chairman of also Indo-American and European conclaves. So we are today here during the Cardiological Society of India meeting in Hyderabad in December 2021. Today is 2nd of December. So the topic which I would like to highlight today is about the anti-diabetic drug, which is SGLT2 inhibitor. This is a different kind of a newer anti-diabetic medicine which helps in reducing the blood sugar levels by increasing the urinary glucose excretion. So this is causing the reduction in the blood sugars by increasing the urinary glucose excretion. That means the blood sugar which is excreted more and more from the urinary. So this is different way of mechanism, and therefore it does not cause in general hypoglycemia. So this is a very intriguing drug which has got roles in many forms, and they have done many trials which have shown that in heart failure also, this has got a very positive effect in reducing the cardiovascular mortality and also the risk of re-hospitalization in heart failure. What is heart failure? Heart failure does not mean, for the public I would like to tell you, heart failure does not mean the cardiac arrest. It is different. Cardiac arrest means the heart stops. When in heart failure, it is a technical term, it's a medical term, when the heart functioning, that means the functioning of the heart, the contractility of the heart goes down. And normally, as I told you, the normal contractility is measured by ejection fraction, which is taken care, which is found out by echocardiography. And this is a 60% or 55 to 65% is the normal ejection fraction. When it goes below 45%, it is known as mild heart failure. Which is less than 35%, it is a moderate heart failure. And there are two types of heart failure, again to tell you. There is heart failure with a reduced ejection fraction, and that is known as systolic heart failure. But there is another patients of heart failure where ejection fraction is preserved. That means there is no reduction in the ejection fraction. And why do they at all go into heart failure? Because of the restriction in the flow. That means there is something in the, when the heart contracts, it also relaxes. When the relaxation is difficult, the blood pools and goes into the pulmonary veins and leads to congestion inside the pulmonary vasculature, which leads to breathlessness and the condition of preserved ejection fraction heart failure, where again you have to give diuretics to treat the function. So I told you that two types of heart failure. One is heart failure with preserved ejection fraction, which is rather less common, but they are not so uncommon. And another is heart failure with reduced ejection fraction, which is largely common, and there are various causes like prior heart attack or dilated cardiomyopathy, ischemic cardiomyopathy, and like that. So this SGLT2 inhibitor, which is a new anti-diabetic medicine, which is especially the empagliflozin, it has shown that not only it helps in diabetes patients, but it also reduces the risk of recurrent heart failure hospitalization, as well as reduction in the cardiovascular mortality by its own, independent of other medications for heart failure. And there is a very important trial which has shown, Emperor trial, which has shown, I will talk about Emperor preserved trial, which has shown the reduction in cardiovascular mortality as a primary endpoint is about 21% by giving this SGLT2 inhibitor in both diabetic as well as non-diabetic patients. So how the diabetic medicine can be given to a non-diabetic patient? This is just because the beauty is that it does not cause hypoglycemia, and therefore you can use this salt as shown and confirmed by Emperor preserved trial in the patients of heart failure irrespective of diabetes. This is a very important point which has come from this trial. And of course, in the patients of heart failure with reduced ejection fraction, this has again already shown that these patients are benefited by this SGLT2 inhibitor, especially empagliflozin. So I want to emphasize that not only in diabetic patients, it does not mean that it does not help in patients of diabetic patients. It helps in both diabetic and non-diabetic patients. That means this salt can be used or should be used as a primary treatment for reducing the heart failure rehospitalization and also for preventing the risk of cardiovascular death as confirmed by Emperor preserved trial. So this published in New England Journal of Medicine recently, 2021. So I would like to finalize my summary of this talk, a brief talk, that this empagliflozin can be used, or rather should be used, 10 milligram per day OD single dose in the patients of heart failure, in both with preserved ejection fraction as well as in reduced ejection fraction, as confirmed by a randomized trial of Emperor Preserved. Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Vivek Gupta from Delhi Apollo Hospital, and also Chairman of Indo-European Conclave, during CSI TV on 2nd of December afternoon, 4:30 p.m.